What's up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. As you can tell by the title, I am going to be doing 35 lessons that I've learned in 35 years because I recently turned 35, which is crazy. Like, where did the time even go? Whatever, I'm 28. If you are new here, hi, my name is Jess. I'm a person in long-term recovery who has in fact been to prison. Ta-da! Not a flex, it's just a fact. If you want to follow me on any other social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, that's $2. It's only ever going to be $2. All of that is linked down below, as well as my vlog channel and podcast and all of the things. Without further ado, let's kick this thing off. You guys are going to be so proud of me. I actually made a list and wrote down the 35 things because y'all know I can't count for shit and I always lose track of what I'm saying, but I came prepared today. I'm organized. Lesson number 1, and I wish I learned this sooner. Before you solve a problem, make sure it's your problem to solve. I can't tell you guys the amount of times that I have solved problems for other people that I shouldn't have, you know? Usually things work out, so you don't have to jump in the mix and try to help someone all the time. Sometimes they just need to vent to you. I think that's a really good lesson in relationships too, is that if you say to your partner, hey, I'm not looking for advice, I just need to vent. They know that they don't have to solve problems. I think a lot of men are like problem solvers. So I've just learned how to communicate with men in that way where I'm like, hey, bud, I love you. I love that you're always trying to find solutions. I just want to vent about this right now. So please let me just do that. Number 2, you can't make someone treat you right. You know the saying, if he wanted to, he would? You can't make him do right by you. You can't make her do right by you. If they want to, they will. And, you know, I spent a lot of my time in relationships just trying to show my partner the partner that I wanted because I treated my partner the way I wanted to be treated. Basic elementary level shit. And when that wasn't reciprocated for years, it made me feel so lost and so confused. I just didn't understand it. And at the end of the day, you just cannot make someone treat you right. You can't. If they're an asshole, they're always going to be that. So. Number 3, you can't microwave an egg in the shell because it'll like blow up. I don't know why. Number 4, trust your gut. Always. Always trust your gut. There's a reason why we have a gut instinct and a gut feeling. Go with that. Don't gaslight yourself into telling yourself, oh, I'm crazy. That's not really happening. No, trust your gut. Number 5, learning your triggers and your traumas is life-changing. It's also exhausting, but it's necessary because it's not our fault, you know, what we went through and why we are triggered by certain things, our past childhood trauma, stuff like that. That's not our fault. But healing is our responsibility, so it's important to learn your triggers and to learn how to not react badly when triggered. And that's a process. That is a kind of a lifelong process. Number 6, you do not need closure to move on. I think Taylor Swift said that famously. You don't need closure. Even if they apologize to you for some crazy shit that they did to you, what difference does that make? Does it really make you feel better? It's cool to get closure, but it's not necessary. You don't need it to move on. You really fucking don't. And an apology without changed behavior is manipulation. So even if they just apologize to you, are you just gonna all of a sudden feel better? No, because they hurt you deeply. Number 7, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Don't try to repaint them a different color. They already showed you that they're a red flag. We're not trying to paint it green. It's red, girl. You know? Number 8, take pictures with everyone. You never know when the last time that you're going to see someone is. You never know. Take pictures of everything and everyone. Number 9, nothing good comes from staying in your comfort zone. Go do some shit that is scary. Go skydiving, go camping, go fishing, go hiking. See, I haven't gone skydiving yet, but Burner is really good at pushing me outside of my comfort zone and getting me to do things that I wouldn't normally do. Like a meet and greet, November 14th in Salt Lake City, Utah, Club Ibiza, after his concert. You like the shameless promo? You can get tickets in the description box down below. Number 10, if you have kids, your house is never going to be clean and the laundry is never going to be done until your kids are grown and they're out of the house. But kids are gross and messy as shit, and you just need to let that go. Let it go. Your house is going to be dirty. Things are just going to be randomly sticky and gross. it is what it is. So you can spend your whole life yelling at them and organizing and cleaning and scrubbing, or you can enjoy the very small amount of years that you have with them. I'm not saying let everything go, but I'm just saying, like, try not to be so obsessed with the house being clean that you miss out on really special moments with your kids. My kid's grandmother passed away a few years ago. She said the most iconic thing about this. She said her house was so clean. Said no tombstone ever. Who cares? Although my ex's mom might want that on her tombstone for real. Kind of within that too, anxiety looks like a clean house and depression looks like a dirty one. So do with that information what you will. I don't know what ours is. Ours is somewhere in between because of course I have to have both. You know, it's like I'm not a morning bird, I'm not a night owl. I'm like a permanently exhausted fucking pigeon and half of everything is done. So, number 11. If you're unhappy, leave. Yes, I know it's harder than that. Yeah, I know it's more complicated than that. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you're unhappy, leave. That's with anything. That's with work, maybe a family environment, a marriage, a situationship where one person's a psychopath. You know, leave. Number 12. Other people's opinions of you is none of your business. Doesn't matter at all. It's not your concern. Number 13, thrifting is amazing. And I wish I got into thrifting like way before. I always wanted to, but I never did. Man, the amount of money I've spent on furniture, it's gross. I walked into this thrift store a few weeks ago and I saw this huge table, like way bigger than my table that I have all my equipment on right now, for like $20. And it's gorgeous. It just won't fit in my car. I could sand it and restain it. Beautiful, right? $20. The table that I am currently using costs $400 and it's small. So thrifting reduces waste and it's amazing. Number 14, your hands are weird and wrinkly underwater because it's like a grippy mode. You know, like grip mode activated. It's so that you can have a grip underwater if you're like drowning or something. I'm sure most people know that. Number 15, octopus die after they give birth. Like, I can't even watch Finding Nemo or Finding Dory the same again. Like, I just can't because I look at Hank and I'm like, oh my God, Mrs. Hank had to pass away because, you know? 16, an ant, when killed, will be collected by the other ants because when an ant dies, then they send off this pheromone and the other ants are like, oh my God, one of us, you know, no troll left behind, you know? And they collect the body. They come and they collect the body. That's why if an ant dies, you step on it, you'll see more ants. That's why. They're also ridiculously strong. Alien as fuck. But number 17, take care of you first. That sounds selfish, but it's like an airplane. They tell you to put on your mask before helping someone else. You need to do that. I think as women, we are so conditioned to take care of everyone else at all times that we severely neglect ourselves. Like the only person neglected in this house is me. I'm working on getting better at that, but it's so hard because I now have 3 kids. I became a mom of 3 overnight with my bonus baby. So I'm trying really hard to prioritize myself and my mental health and just getting out and taking breaks. I've always struggled with that, but you know, it's very people-y in the world. So anyway, number 18. You have to feel to heal. You can't numb it. You can't smoke it away. You can't drink it away. You have to feel all of those things if you're ever going to heal from it. And if you don't heal, you just become this very bitter, very mean senior citizen, you know, because at a certain age, it just kind of becomes who you are now. You know, you don't want to make that trauma concrete. Okay. Number 19. Don't sit in your pain for too long. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel all of those things. That's important, but don't stay there too long. I have, you know, a lot in my life kind of gotten lost in the misery of certain things that I just get stuck. Try not to do that. If you tend to rewatch the same show over and over and over again, that might be a sign that you have anxiety because there's a comfort in knowing what's going to happen. And it's not like a new show, you know what's going to happen at the end and it's a comfort thing. 21, people won't remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. 22, we're all going to die anyway. So like really none of this matters. Like really. 23, purple cabbage helps you poop. Yeah, like raw purple cabbage. It's so good for digestion. What I do is, it's changed my life. This is so 35 years old of me, but I never went to the bathroom twice in a day, ever. I was a 1-a-dayer after like coffee, you know? I feel like that's normal. Purple cabbage, my digestion is just completely different now. And I just pickle it. So I just, I slice it really thin. It's important to eat it raw. So I put rice wine vinegar, boiling water, sugar, salt, and I just keep it in the fridge. I put it on avocado toast. I'll put it in a salad. I'll put it in some fancy ramen. And if I realize that I hadn't eaten it that day, I'll just take some out and just eat it like that. Does it taste the best? No, but who cares? Food is fuel. 24, telling yourself that you're not tired and you are very well rested and you got all of the sleep is more effective than coffee. I will never stop drinking coffee, but our minds are so powerful. So just telling yourself like, oh man, I'm so well rested. I am just so motivated. I got a great night's sleep when you are dog shit tired helps you. 25, embrace your perfections. And I know that that's hard because we all have some insecurity, right? Just embrace all those things. There's a reason why we're different. I think it's more important to find the beauty in those imperfections than it is to be like, oh, I'm just so perfect. My skin is so flawless. All I did was drink water, natural skin. No, I have foundation, concealer, and all the shit, right? Embrace the imperfections and all of that. I need to do a better job. I heard Judge Judy talking about this years ago, and it just always kind of stuck with me. She said on a podcast or something, she said, if you didn't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. If you didn't make it in your 40s, you can make it in your 50s. And if you didn't make it in your 50s, you can make it in your 60s. Do y'all know who Grandma Moses is? And the audience kind of laughed or whatever. It wasn't a podcast. It was like I don't know. Grandma Moses was a painter, but she started painting in her 80s. What? Icon. 27. Action breeds more clarity than thought. You can't think your way into a new life. You have to put action behind that. You can't just sit there and, think that you're going to do all these things if X, Y, and Z happens. You have to take action in that. And there are going to be struggles and challenges with that. You have to get up and make all those changes. You have to be the one that creates a new life for yourself. Number 28, and this is from a person that has lost and gotten everything back multiple times in my life. Many, many times because of prison, domestic violence, all the things I went through. I've lost it all and got it all back many times. Money isn't everything. 29, your habits define you. Your habits make up who you are. And I think doing little things throughout the day, something as small as making the bed, that could be your first task of the day. That's one thing that you've completed today. So, I try so hard to have healthy habits and do the same kinds of little things because the little things lead to bigger things. Number 30, comparison is the thief of joy. Also, social media is the highlight reel. No one has it all together. No one knows what the fuck they're doing. We're all winging this thing. Eyeliner and raising kids. We're winging everything. So don't compare yourself to someone else on the internet that you think has it all together. They don't. They don't fucking know what they're doing. 31, Trader Joe's will let you try anything. Like they will open anything for you, not just the sample thing, so that you can try whatever you want. And if you don't like something that you already tried, you can return it. They don't care. Love Trader Joe's. 32, whether you are right or wrong, everything you do is born out of self-belief. 33, question everything. Don't blindly trust anyone. Don't blindly follow anyone. Question everything. Never stop questioning things. 34, make sure that you are making time to spend with the ones you love. 35, slow the fuck down. Life moves so fast. Enjoy the little moments and don't get caught up in, next year and those goals and what's happening next month. Enjoy the present. Enjoy right here, right now, in the present because life moves so fast. I swear to God, I was 28 yesterday. All right, I'm going to end today's video here. As always, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sober, whatever that looks like to you. Let me know some of your life lessons in the comment section down below, and I'll see y'all in my next one.